You ever look at a picture of the Colosseum or the Pantheon and just think, how? I mean, how are these incredible buildings still standing after 2,000 years of wars, weather, and earthquakes? It's a question that has stumped engineers for centuries, but the answer might just be hiding in the recipe for their amazing concrete.
Okay, let's just get right into this because it's a wild contrast. On one side, you've got Roman marvels, the Pantheon, the aqueducts, still doing their thing after 2 millennia. Some of those ancient aqueducts in Rome, they're still delivering water today. And on the other side, you've got our modern concrete, the stuff in our bridges and buildings that can start to fall apart in just a few decades. The difference is just staggering.
Right? So what was their secret? What did the Romans know that we somehow managed to forget?
Well, for a long, long time, scientists and historians were pretty sure they had it figured out. And the whole theory revolved around one special, almost magical-sounding ingredient. So the old theory, the one everyone believed for ages, it was all about volcanic ash. Specifically, something called pozzolanic ash from a town near Mount Vesuvius. The thinking was, when the Romans mixed this special ash with lime and seawater, it kicked off this really unique chemical reaction that formed these super durable interlocking crystals. And for decades, that was that. Mystery solved. Or so we thought.
But here's the thing, that wasn't the whole story, not even close. It turns out the real game-changing secret was hiding right there in plain sight this entire time.
This is where things get really cool. Thanks to modern technology, we can now look at this ancient material in ways the Romans could never have dreamed of. Using high-tech imaging and chemical mapping, researchers started noticing something weird in the samples, something that was always there but that nobody had really paid attention to. What did they find? They saw these little bright white bits scattered all through the concrete. They gave them a name, Lime Clasts. And here is the absolute twist. For years, these little white chunks were just dismissed. Experts figured they were just a sign of sloppy mixing, bad quality control, basically a mistake. But that just didn't sit right with the lead researcher, Admir Masick, over at MIT. His thinking, as he put it, was, if the Romans put so much effort into making an outstanding construction material, why would they put so little effort into ensuring the production of a well-mixed final product? There has to be more to this story. And that question, that one little bit of curiosity, is what cracked the entire case wide open. And there was more to this story, because it turns out that this mistake, this supposed flaw, was actually a work of absolute genius. It's what gave the concrete a superpower, the ability to heal itself.
Okay, so how on earth did they do it? The new theory is something called hot mixing. Instead of using the typical lime that we do, it's believed the Romans used quicklime, which is way more reactive. You mix that stuff up and bam, it generates an incredible amount of heat. And that intense, hot reaction is what created those unique brittle lime clasts.
In this whole hot mixing thing, it was brilliant for a couple of reasons. One, the crazy heat created all these special chemical compounds that you just can't get at normal temperatures. And two, and this is a big one, it made the concrete set way, way faster. This meant the Romans could build at a speed that was just unheard of.
So, how does the self-healing actually work?
It's so elegant, it's almost beautiful. It happens in 4 simple steps. First, a tiny crack starts to form and it eventually reaches one of those lime clasts. Step 2, water, maybe from rain, seeps into that crack and activates the super reactive lime. Third, that reaction creates a solution that quickly recrystallizes into calcium carbonate. And finally, boom, the new crystals fill the crack, stop it in its tracks, and heal the structure. The concrete literally fixes itself. And this isn't just a guess, by the way. They actually proved it in the lab. The team cooked up their own batch of Roman-style concrete, cracked it on purpose, and then just ran water through it. And look at this. Within just 2 weeks, the crack had completely sealed itself up. It's an incredible demonstration of ancient ingenuity confirmed by modern science. So this is way more than just a cool piece of ancient history. Unlocking this secret could have a massive impact on how we solve a very, very modern problem.
Why is this such a big deal? Well, get ready for this number. Right now, making modern cement is responsible for about 8% of all global greenhouse gas emissions. I mean, that is a staggering environmental footprint for one of the most used materials on Earth. But if we take a page from the Roman playbook, we could totally revolutionize construction. We're talking about creating infrastructure that lasts so much longer, needing far fewer resource-intensive repairs. We could develop new, lighter-weight concrete. And the biggest win of all? Slashing the environmental impact of building our world. And get this, a commercial version inspired by this self-healing cement is already in development.
And all of this just leaves you with this one kind of mind-blowing thought, doesn't it? The solution to one of our biggest modern challenges was locked away in 2,000-year-old buildings this whole time. It really makes you wonder, what other ancient secrets are out there, just waiting for us to rediscover them?